So, any questions before we proceed, please? Please unmute and ask your questions.
Lakshman, good morning. This is Raj. Did you guys place your yesterday class regarding?
Okay, we'll do it today. Yesterday we could not do that. What we'll do is maybe after today's session, today's session, including today's session, we'll create the drive and we'll share across the guys who already subscribed.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, because of timing, I was not able to work up until finish the class.
Okay. Sure.
So
No,
is it going to be every day 2 hours class, Lakshman?
yes, it would be 1.5 hour to 2 hours. Later, we are going to prepone to 7 o'clock after 10 classes. Yeah, you can expect 2 hour session.
You mean with the questionnaire time and everything, it's 2 hours, or your class itself 2 hours?
My class, once we move to 7 o'clock, my
Okay.
class would be for 2 hours. From there, again, depending on the questions, the guys who has a time, they can continue, or else they may drop after 2 hours. Video would be available. In the beginning of the session also, we are spending waiting time 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes Q&A, right? So in between, again, questions. Reality, my session, like where I speak, where I deliver some content, would be 1 hour 30 minutes. Rest all would be the Q&A and sort of discussions.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
So the guys who already subscribed, they can expect the videos after today's session. Okay, after completing the session, once this video would be ready, the session video would be available within 30 minutes. Then I'll create the Google Drive and I'll share across all the guys who already subscribed. Okay, we'll complete it today.
Oh.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Hi, Lakshman. This is Uday. I just joined today's class.
Okay.
Not done before. Just to give a background of me, I'm a PeopleSoft consultant working as finance and supply chain techno-functional areas from past 20 plus years, and planning to move to the cloud ERP side. I don't want to take much time here, but I would appreciate if I can call you later after this class and
Yes.
discuss my.
Yes, we can have
if you
a
can-
one-to-one call, or else end of the session, right? Once we complete today's session, the end, unlimited time you can spend. So that time we can discuss in the call itself. We have two options, which is flexible for you. Accordingly, you can choose. If you want to have a one-to-one call, talk to my team, or else wait till end of the session. There we can discuss.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. I'm in CST prep. Yeah.
No,
I
you
don't
think
want to take much of
what
your
works
time.
for you?
Yeah, but I'll let you
What
know.
works for
Yeah.
you, accordingly we can see.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Any other questions?
Lakshman, like yesterday's recording, I haven't received yet. So
The same point we discussed, somebody raised the same point. You will be getting that drive access for sure after today's session.
okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? So when you're asking the questions, make sure you have set to proper volume from your side. Yeah, that is my request, if it is applicable. Any other questions? If no questions, directly we can jump into today's discussions. Raju, do you have any question? I could see you unmuted. Okay, seems to no questions.
No, sir, no.
Okay, great. Okay, fine, done. Let's proceed. So let me recap what we discussed in the yesterday's session. I'll take 1 minute to talk about those. Please go on mute. Please go on mute. Yeah. In yesterday's session, we discussed about what does it mean by cloud. To understand cloud, we discussed what is the meaning of on-premise, on-prem. So in case of on-premise, as a company, as a client, we have to take care of the server infrastructure, taking license from Oracle, deploying the DBA, installing maintenance, and many other server related tasks we have to perform, the security, networking, etc. If you can opt cloud from Oracle, so this entire story we can forget. The simple story is pay and Oracle will facilitate virtual server, which is dedicated for only you based on your subscriptions. How these servers will work, virtual servers will work. The virtual servers are created by big missions, big server, physical servers. With the help of physical servers, Oracle creates virtual servers, and those virtual servers will be available in your nearest data centers. Wherever you are operating the business, in that locations, the servers would be available. Which servers? Virtual servers. You will get only one URL for instance, but the URL can identify where you are located and it can connect to the nearest data center. Accordingly, your server would be available all the time very close to your location. If you look at on-premise solution, you may locate the server in USA. When you are in USA as a business user, when you are connecting, you will have a great experience. But if you are connecting from different regions, there could be challenge. The response time could be, it may take more time. It may not be quick response. It may take some time. As a company, if you want to opt cloud subscription, what are the options are available from Oracle? We have SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. SaaS stands for software as a service, PaaS stands for platform as a service, IaaS stands for infrastructure as a service. But if you are looking for cloud subscription from Oracle to use Oracle Fusion applications, you can choose SaaS or PaaS. And we discussed the differences also. And to differentiate, customizations are possible, not possible. We discussed what does it mean by customization, which comes under customization bucket. We discussed again which customization can be achieved by using which technology, which are available in OIC. We discussed, and also we discussed what is a personalization, and these are the points we discussed in the last session. And prior session we discussed what is the meaning of fusion, and before that we discussed about what applications primarily we consider as a finance applications, and what are the financial reports or statements we call as statements, what are the various financial statements, where the reports or statements can be prepared, from where we pull the data. Those points we discussed. Prior to that we discussed the programs what we are offering, program 1 and program 2. So again, I want to emphasize on this learning process, which is very important. Okay, so just let me touch base this. The same process you have to follow. Attend the classes during the session. Please capture the notes and read for 2 times whatever you write. Practice on instance. 1 time is enough. You may not be happy with 1 time, but still 1 time is enough, because you are not going to become master in practice. Okay, you don't need to become expert in hands-on. You have to see the screens, you have to experience. That's it. Read 1 more time after your practice. Okay, few additional dots will be connected so that you'll get great picture of understanding about the topic which you are dealing. And presentation, if you are in the 100% job guarantee program, you'll have a good opportunity to do the presentation, review meetings, many things. If you are not in 100% job guarantee program, still you may try what works for you. You may give presentations at your home or room, etc., etc. And another important point is you do all this in the sequence and on the same day. Say today you are going through one session or one video. Take the notes, read on the same day 2 times, practice an instance on the same day, and read one more time on the same day, complete presentation on the same day. If you are doing all these on the same day, you will get benefit out of it. Otherwise, you are making coffee today, you are planning to enjoy tomorrow. That is not called as a coffee. When it is hot, you have to enjoy. That is called coffee. Otherwise, that is something else. So do all these activities on the same day. That's very, very important. Never plan, I'll complete these 2-3 videos today. I'll start practicing after 2-3 days. I'll give presentations in the next week. No, you are not learning. It's you are acting. You don't know as you are acting also. That is not real learning. You may think you are completing. When you are completing, that is very, very important. The spot is important. On the same day, you have to complete all these activities. Then you can get that vibes of learning. You can feel it and you can connect very, very easily. You can understand very properly. So do everything on the same day. It's very important. Do everything on the same day. So that is the point we have to understand. Now, so when we look at the term called as Oracle Fusion Cloud Financial Application, here we took this string and we discussed what does it mean by Oracle, what is the meaning of Fusion also we discussed, what does it mean by cloud also we discussed, and what is the meaning of applications we discussed. And we have to understand about financials. Yes, that point already we discussed. So financials, these are the core application, purpose also we discussed. And along with the financials, what are the different applications you can have, those you can see here. These are all we can call as different product families. Product families. Product families we call. Because these all applications got relevance. Finance applications means this is a finance is one of the product family. Within that, there are many members within the financials. Everything is you can treat as one family, set of applications which got relevance. So within the financials product family, we have variety of finance applications. In the same way, if you talk about HCM, human capital management, we can use this set of application to maintain the employees information. The applications are like HR to maintain the employees data, payroll to run the payrolls, options and talent, and other systems, other applications also like which are involved in the cycle of hire to fire. So all those applications are part of HCM product family. When you talk about SCM, supply chain management, so your warehouse, your order management, other applications are part of it. In the same way, for each and every product family you take, we have a different applications. I'm not discussing which applications are far away to our finance, which are very close, those we can talk. When you talk about PPM, within this we have a costing application, billing application, contracts application, portfolio management, different applications we have. So when you talk about procurement, we have purchasing application and supplier portal application. We have advanced procurement application. So various applications we have. So these all got relevance. Okay, to perform the very, very relevant tasks, what are the applications we use? Those are grouped as a specific product families. So now our focus would be on finance. When we are going to work on financials, more or less, okay, there will be good connection with SCM because SCM applications are neighbor applications to finance. There will be close connect with SCM. So what level of information we required being a finance functional consultant, we will be working on that areas of information. our primary focus would be finance. Along with that, what else we have to learn from other areas, which are very, very basics. We are going to focus on those areas also. Now, so quickly, let me walk through the course curriculum, what we are going to execute as a part of this program. Then we will proceed with other items. Here is the course curriculum. So what are the modules we are going to learn? You could see here, we are going to learn general ledger application, accounts payable, accounts receivable, cash management, fixed assets, expense, tax, the purchasing, the basic, the product management or inventory, the basics. These are from SCM. And we will understand thoroughly about P2P and O2C cycle. And in the classes, we will execute the P2P cycle. O2C you will understand, but we don't need to execute. When you talk about O2C, the order management applications, the core, we never touch that application being a finance consultant. I'll facilitate some videos from my SCM classes. We no need to go through that, but you will understand from finance point of view, you'll understand. If you want to understand SCM point of view also, yes, I'll facilitate few videos you can go through. You no need to practice, just for your understanding, but you will get complete understanding about these two cycles. P2P anyway we will execute. O2C we no need to execute. That is the reason we are not going to execute. But for your understanding, if somebody is interested to understand the order management side also, yes, I'll share the videos from my SCM classes. And rapid implementation, where you can load the setups by using the spreadsheets. And we have a various reporting tools, FRS, SmartView, BI, etc. We will go through what level we have to on FRS. Yes, it's our job. SmartView, yes, we have to understand. BI is a technical, but still we'll try to get the flavor from that. So there only you can understand how to write SQL queries. We'll see how to create OTBA reports. Of course, Oracle is delivering standards. Still, we'll just look into that. And as a part of every implementation, we have to work on the data conversions, where we have to move the data from previous system to Oracle Fusion applications. So we will work on the data conversions that you can call as a data migrations also. We'll see how to load the suppliers data, how to load the customers, open invoices, open transactions and receivables. So assets, how to do the conversion. So GL related, these all like which are primary, which we have to execute in each and every project as a mandatory, we'll go through. And security console related to security. Okay. So it's all about user creation, roles, complete security game that we will go through. And if you want to perform any setups, we have like kind of application called as FSM. If you want to implement GL, APR, CM, any application you take, if you want to implement, so we should aware of this, how to do the setups. For that, we will use this. And in the payables or GL or expense in any other application, wherever approvals are required, if you want to implement approvals, so we have to learn BPM. BPM stands for Business Process Management. So with the help of BPM, we can set up the approvals in the system so that whenever business users are going to create the transactions, approvals will trigger based on the approval configuration. The approval process will get initiated and it works. And FSM already discussed. FSM stands for Functional Setup Manager. This is a place where we do the setups. You want to use any application, first you have to set up, which is pretty simple. So without setting up any application, you cannot use it. Take example, accounts payable. In accounts payables, we can create invoices and we can process the payments. If you want to create invoices and process the payments, yes, you have to set up that application. How to set up? By using FSM. By using FSM, Functional Setup Manager, you can do the setup so that you can use any application. Any application you want to use, you have to set that application ready through FSM, then you can use. In which applications you want to build the approvals as per your business process and requirement, those approvals you can set by using the BPM. So apart from that, when you are working as a consultant in the project, you should understand thoroughly about the enterprise structure, how the complete organization or business data can be structured, how that can be classified, and what is the naming convention. There is a big story around this that we will discuss. And the rapid implementation using the spreadsheet, okay, spreadsheet approach, how instead of we can do setups through manual process, or we can automate the setups by using the spreadsheets. Okay, we can call as RI templates. And how we can import or export the data in the FSM, we'll see that. And third party integrations, we will understand. So what if we are going to do the third party integration, the very high level what we have to do. So just we have to get the process understanding that we will discuss. And automation of invoice creations and how to query the data from database. That's what is a simple task, which is SQL. We'll write how to query the data from the database by writing the SQL statement or syntax. BPM approach already discussed. And complete course delivered. If you guys, a few guys from the EBS, right, you can ask the questions also. When you go through these classes, anyway you will understand. So what is the difference between EBS? Before Fusion, we have EBS. So with the comparison, we can understand if somebody is from EBS, when we are going to talk about anything, if you are able to connect the dots, okay, or else you can ask me how it is different. Okay, if you don't know EBS, ignore it. If you know EBS, you will be able to understand. Somewhere, if you are not able to understand, you can ask me. I'll compare and I'll explain. And the entire learning, the classes, what I'm going to take, the environment, what you are going to get for your practice, everything is going to be latest environment. Everything is going to be very, very latest environment. Latest environment. So that's how it would be. So we'll see how to verify whether that is latest or not. Those points also we'll see. Now let's get into more detail. When you talk about general ledger application, these are very, very fundamental setups we have to perform. And these are the various concepts we are going to learn from GL application. Again, many concepts require additional configuration. Many setups require many additional configurations. Yes, we will do, and we will execute all these use cases. And the same way, when you talk about payables, these are the various setups we have to perform in the payables application so that our payables application will be ready to use. Don't worry by seeing the list as a big size. These are pretty simple, pretty simple. Once we complete all these setups, we'll see how to execute these different business use cases. Again, these are also simple. When we start working, you can understand how these are very simple. So we will work on these different use cases. These are the different business scenarios as a part of payables department, which can be executed from payables application. So we will learn all these, but when you are working in the project, client generally they don't require all. As per their business, whatever they require, we will cater. But as a consultant, to become a consultant, we have to learn everything so that when you work for client one, out of this, client one may require 50% only. Your second client may need 60%. Third client may require 80%. So depending on the client and the project, we can cater, we can help them. But being a consultant, you should know these are all concepts. That is the reason we are going to learn all these use cases from payables application. So this is the big list. And receivables. If you want to use the receivables application for your company, yes, you have to keep receivables application ready with the required configuration, or we call as basic configuration. Minimum setups we have to do. This is a list of setups which you have to perform. Once you complete these setups, your receivables application would be ready to use. By using the receivables application, what we can do, here is a list. We are going to work on all these various concepts which typically receivables department executes. The same way you can see cash management, which is a very small application. We discussed primarily for bank accounts and all. Along with that, we can do the bank statement reconciliations, etc. So what are the basic setups we have to do? And what processes can be executed within the cash management, that we will learn here. The same way, if you want to implement, if you want to use any application, you have to implement. Implementing is nothing but doing the setups. Setups, other name is configuration. So we'll do the required configuration. These are the basic setups we have to complete for fixed assets. Yes, we'll complete all these setups. Once these setups are ready, then fixed assets application would be ready to use. When it is ready, we are going to work on these concepts. So these are the various use cases where the fixed asset department responsible to perform various actions on the assets. And here is expense application, which is again small application. The basic setups, whatever required, we'll see. And we'll see how to create expense reports, finally how to bring that information to AP to make the payments, we will understand. And tax, to understand, we'll work on resume to rate flow, the configuration, and we'll see how the tax will be calculated in payables or receivables or any one of the application we'll see. And P2P cycle. Okay, here we are going to focus on P2P because when you are working on payables, it's very important what is happening from the purchasing side, what happened from inventory side. So those stories are very important because those are connected. There is too much of dependency, and that is the reason definitely we have to understand P2P. To execute the P2P, we are going to configure the entire P2P configuration within our classes. Okay, we are going to configure P2P within our classes. So these are the basic setups which we will perform as a part of inventory and purchasing. See, inventory and purchasing configuration. So we'll complete all these setups. So reality, when you are working, you don't need to do this. When you are in the project, you don't need to do. When you are learning, let's do it so that you will get great insight, so that you will be able to resolve the issues. You can have a better understanding. And anyway, there is close connect and there is a need of understanding also. But as per classes, we do it. But when you are working, you don't need to do it. Whatever you do in the classes, you execute from your side. Whatever you have to do in the project, do that only. That's how it is. So once we do those configuration for P2P, we'll be working on the process. Okay, requisition creation, purchase order creation, purely related to purchasing application, receipt creation from inventory, performing the delivery, checking on and quantity, etc. Finally, creating invoice in AP based on the purchase order information or based on the receipt information, and finally making the payment for purchase order based invoices. So O2C, we are not going to execute, we will discuss, we'll understand. Reality, you don't do it, but even you don't need to go through these classes. If somebody is interested, they want to understand from order management, because we'll have a separate consultants for that. And even there is no online connectivity. It is like sales orders data will be pushed into in one place. From there, just our task is importing into receivables application. That is the reason we don't need to worry about it. But I'll be facilitating on video. You can go through if you want to understand. And FSM, as we discussed, this is the environment where we can do the setups for any application. So these are the various points which we are going to cover when we are going to work on FSM. So that's all about the course curriculum. So this is what we'll see here and there. If something is applicable, yes, we'll include. So that's how the complete, the course curriculum we designed, which will cover our core finance applications. Yep. Now, so let me pick a few one concept so that will enable us to jump into instance also. Now, so these are the basic points we have to understand. Then once we get into the environment, okay, environment or instance. So the terminologies we have, okay, we can call as instance. The same you can call as environment. Or you can call as pod. You know, we have the iPod. We used to use iPod. The same way, this environments you can call as a pod also. Okay. Instance, environment, pod. All are same. All are same. Since it's a cloud, we can use the term called as pod. All are same. This is nothing but the software, the Oracle Fusion software, where we have all our applications that we call as instance or environment or pod. These are the different names we use. These are the different names we use. So what is the meaning of instance? If you look at the term called as instance, it's a replica, copy. So when we are going to use Oracle Fusion applications or any other applications within the Fusion, it could be finance, SCM, HCM, what Oracle is going to do, they are going to allocate virtual server. Within the virtual server, we will have a software copy from Oracle. What are the software Oracle designed and built? That copy would be available. Since that is a copy of software, we are calling it as instance. Instance is nothing but copy of the software. Inside of that copy of software, what we can have applications. We can have Oracle Fusion applications. So that is a meaning of instance. That is a meaning of instance. So when we are in the project, what are the variety of instances we can have? What is the purpose of those instances? Let's try to understand. Okay, what are the different instances we can have? Okay, so when you talk about instance, okay, that is environment. Already we discussed. Just environment I'm representing with this circle. So this is environment. Inside what we can have? Inside we can have a different applications. Inside we can have different applications. Here we can have AP application, we can have AR application, we can have GL application, right? This is how n number of applications we can have within this instance. Okay, n number of applications we can have within this instance. So all the applications will be part of instance only. Instance is nothing but copy of software package which will be holding the instances. Fine. So now, what are the different instances we may come across when we are working in the projects? What are the different instances? Or else project as well as outside of the project, what could be the different instances we use? Let's try to understand. So by default, you get minimum 2 instances in the project. By default, you get minimum 2 instances. The one instance for the purpose for the company where they can use it. Okay, so one instance, let me talk about this first. One instance we can use for testing purpose. Other instance we can use for usage. Okay, usage, who will use? Client, company will use. Who will do this testing? We will do the testing as a consultants. So first we start with this instance, one instance. What purpose we are using that instance? Testing purpose. That is the reason this instance we can call as a test instance. We call as test instance. We use this instance for testing. Once we get into the project, we all will be working on the test instance. What client need, what client they are doing, we'll try to replicate those in the test instance. We'll test and we'll be showing to the client, this is how Oracle Fusion of Finance applications works. This is how you can create invoices. This is how you can make the payment. This is how you can create suppliers, customers. This is how you can maintain the assets. All we execute within this test instance. So this is used by consultants. This is used by consultants. We are the consultants. Since we are using this instance for testing purpose, this instance we call as test instance. This instance we call as test instance. Once we test everything here, then we'll come to the conclusion. We draw the conclusion saying that, okay, this is what client really required. This is what we finalized with the client acceptance. So the same we have to arrange within the other instance so that client will use it. Since we are going to set up everything, what we tested, what we configured within this instance, that everything, all the setups will be moving to this instance, or else you can do the setups from the scratch. Those will understand later how to move, etc. So for now, simple point is, first we are using one instance for testing purpose. We are testing, we are showing to the client. So we are helping them to understand. Then they will say, okay, once everything is confirmed, as they are okay with this, the way of using this instance and how it works, how it doesn't work. Once we draw the conclusion, then the same will try to replicate in this instance. Once we replicate, once we set up this instance, and once we keep the client data ready. Client data means client invoices, client suppliers, client bank accounts, client assets. Do we bring all that information into test instance? No, we need some sample data only. Okay, we'll ask the client to provide few suppliers, few customers, and few bank accounts. Then we will create the same in the system. We'll show to the client how it works, how they can deal with the data. So that's how we'll get approval from the client. Then once that is ready, here we'll move everything into this environment, because this is the environment which client will be using to enter their real data. So this instance we call as production instance. Production instance. So this is instance client will use. When client will use this instance, once implementation is done. First we'll start with the test instance, and we'll be testing, we'll be checking everything is working or not. We'll be showing to the client how they can use it. We'll provide the training also to the business, how they can create invoice, how they can make the payments. Once everything is confirmed, closed, approved within the test instance, then we will arrange this instance for the client. Then client team will start using this instance. So within this, only dummy data we use. That could be client data, but for just for testing purpose. So here we will have 100% real data. This instance will be used by only client. We cannot use this instance. Testing, we have to use only test instance, and production will be used by client. When production will be available, once implementation is done. So we will do everything. So implementation will be completed. That is the time client will start using the production instance. So that's how we do. We discussed in the last session, we do some customizations, right? We do some customizations. If you have very less customizations, very few customizations, yes, the customizations also we can do and test within the test instance. Say you have very few customizations, very less customizations, and all those testings and all you can perform within the test instance. Test instance only you can deploy and all. Say you have a many customizations, it's always recommended to go with a separate instance. By default, test instance is used by functional consultants. We are functional consultants. And if many customizations are involved in that project, it's always recommended to have a separate instance for the technical consultants. So for technical consultants, we can have a separate instance called as development instance. Okay, we can have a development instance. So what we do here also testing. Who will do the testing? Technical consultants. Technical related testing means customizations. What are the customizations we are doing in the project? Those are done by technical consultants. To test the customizations, technical components, this environment can be used by technical consultants. Sometimes if your customizations are less, the test instance can be used by functional consultants as well as technical consultants. Even less customizations in some projects we see will maintain the separate instances. Okay, one for functional consultants, another one for technical consultants. Because here what we do in the test instance, just we do the setups and we will test and will present to the client. We will ask the client to test it. We'll ask the client to test it. So that is the reality. That is the reason we always keep this separate most of the time. Sometimes you may come across, we are going to use the test instance for functional testing as well as technical testing also. So these are the three instances typically we come across, but very primarily test instance and production instance, and you come across the development instance also. When you talk about these names, we use some short names. So test instance is always test instance only. Okay, test instance, there is no short name for this. Development instance, short name is dev instance. Instead of calling development all the time, simply we call as dev instance. Dev instance used by technical team to do some sort of customizations, to do some developments. Creating something new is a development, nothing but customization. Production instance we can call as prod instance, a short. Okay, we call it as prod instance, production instance. So these are the instances which we come across. Depending on the client and all, they can buy more instances from Oracle. If client require many instances, yes, Oracle is ready to offer, but they charge. Okay. Ideally, they provide two instances. One is a test, the other one is production instances. So more than that, if you need anything, you can get it. When you are working for companies, some big companies, you may find 2-3 test instances, maybe 2 development instances, but production is always one. Okay, it is fixed, only one. Here it could be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, depends. Could be 1 or it could be 2, it could be 3 also. And same is applicable. Okay, just take date format. 1 second. Right. So it could be 1 or 2 or 3. The same is applicable here also, depending on the client size and how the plan is made to execute this implementation as a project delivery approach. So based on number of resources who are working, in how many countries we are implementing, and what kind of complex business company has, client has, accordingly this can be chosen. So on an average, generally we use 1 test instance, if required 1 development instance, but always 1 production instance. So that's how we will come across with this instance. Apart from these instances, we have to understand one more instance that you don't see with the client. Other instance which we call as vision instance. So what is the difference between these instances and vision instance? The vision instance will have a sample data. Okay, vision instance will have a sample data. If you go to vision instance, you can find suppliers already created by Oracle, customers are created by Oracle, and invoices already you can see as available, payments data you can see, assets data you can see, financial reports you can see, everything you can see within this, because Oracle is facilitating this instance with a sample data. Why we are calling this instance as a vision instance? When they are providing the sample data, they are using the company name. For example, sample, they are using the company name called as vision. Since they used instance within the instance sample data with the name called as vision, this instance we are calling as vision instance. If they use the company name called as XYZ, yes, we can call it as XYZ instance. But Oracle is using the company called as the nice name called as vision. So that is the reason the instance we call as vision instance. In the vision instance, we can find the sample data for everything. But if you go to these instances, these all are fresh instances, and these got different purposes. Fresh instances, from scratch, we have to work on those instances. No suppliers, no customer, no bank accounts, no assets, nothing you see within these instances. Everything we have to create as a consultant, and we have to ask the business to use these instances to create what else they require. So every instance got purpose. Test instance got purpose to perform the testing to present to the client. Development instance, or say dev instance, got the purpose where this instance can be used by technical consultants for kind of development activities and testing purpose. The real developments they do in the OIC, already we discussed. OIC, within the OIC we have integrations, we have VBCS. So there they do the developments. Those developments, they will connect with this instance, development instance, and they perform the testing. The OIC, okay. So whenever we take OIC, that will be connected, inbuilt connection would be available. So whatever they do, they'll be testing in this environment. Whether it's working or not, that's how they use it, this environment. And this is for technical stuff testing purpose we use. So we discussed about production instance. The purpose is, this is a real instance. This is a real instance, what client required, what client can use for their day-to-day business activities. This is a real instance. Production instance is a real instance. Other instances are just for testing to ensure everything is working so that the same will be replicated in this environment so that client will use it. So every instance got purpose. This is for testing. This is for development. This is for client usage. Why Oracle is providing this instance? This instance purpose is learning purpose, training purpose. Okay. Learning purpose. Of course, within this, we'll have a sample data, but we don't need to touch the sample data. You can treat this vision instance as these instances and you can use it. If you are referring the sample data, that you can treat as a vision instance. So if you are not referring, that is equal to these fresh instances. Whatever the approach we follow in the fresh instances, with the same approach, we can use vision instance. So everything is same. Only the difference is you'll have some sample data in the vision instance. In these instances, you will not have any sample data. So we'll be using the vision instance for our classes. No difference between these instances and this instance. Additionally, you will have a sample data, but we are not going to use sample data. What is the process we follow? How we do the setups in these instances? By following the same approach, we are going to work on this instance. No difference you will find when you are working. Same process. What we learn, you have to replicate when you are working in these client instances. So only the difference is here we'll have a sample data, here no sample data. Here even we have a sample data, we are going to ignore the sample data. We are going to treat this environment as these environments. What approach we have to follow, what sequence of setups we have to follow, from where to start. So what are the various steps need to be followed? What are the understanding we required? We will focus on that. So this is what you have to understand when you talk about instances. Always only one production instance or say prod instance. You may have a multiple testing purpose and development purpose, multiple instances. The vision instance, ideally, you don't see with the client. You don't see with the client. This instance is facilitated by Oracle for training purposes. Okay. And this instance, Oracle will give to a company. Say, for example, you are working for Infosys. So you are working for Infosys. For Infosys client, you will use these instances because your client will buy these instances from Oracle. If you are working for Infosys, within the Infosys company, you can see this instance, vision instance, but not in the with the client. Client will not get vision instance. But Infosys, you are working. Infosys is a consulting company. Infosys is Oracle partner, implementation partner, or channel partner. So that is the reason you will have a pool of consultants. Some internal trainings require, some testing need to be performed, various reasons. So that is the reason Oracle is providing vision instances for the companies who are Oracle partners to do Oracle Fusion implementations for the end customers. So this is a story we have to understand. Now, we discussed these instance related stories. So if you have any questions, please unmute and ask your questions. Any questions around these instances, please?
Hi. So when you say instance, depending upon the customization asked by the client, do we decide regarding the development instance?
So as a consultant, we are not going to involve in the deciding factor related to how many instances we require. When you get into the project, we will be part of project as an execution. So as a consultants, we don't do before us. So there will be different stages where the decisions takes place, and they will take the decision accordingly. We have to work on. We should aware about these variety of instances. That is the reason we are discussing. We are not at all recommending. That is not our task also.
Okay.
Yeah. Next
So,
question.
Lakshman, do we in this class also we do like something like test sample instance and production instance?
Your voice is low. You have to just fix it.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think better, please.
Yeah, I'm asking that for the class also, like since we will have this vision instance, right, for class.
Yes, we will use Vision instance.
Okay. And in any project, it will be like we'll be transferring if we do any configuration in the test instance, we have to do the same configuration in the production instance, or is it like the vice versa? Like the production instance will get a clone of test instance.
Yeah, both are possible. See here, you have all the setups. The same setups you want to move to production instance. Again, you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You can copy. We'll see that concept also in our classes.
Okay.
Okay, you copy from here. Now you are working, client is using the production instance. There are some issues with the production, some transaction related issues and all. As a consultant, we cannot go and test in this, right? So
Right.
the entire production you can copy to test also.
Okay.
That we call as cloning. Copy, we call as cloning. We can clone this so that the data which is available in the production, that will come to test instance, and you can perform the testing, and you can come to the conclusion what's going on, whether it is instance specific issue or setup related, etc.
Lakshmi, sorry, is it okay? Can I go ahead?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so Lakshman, the tuning works the same way for PaaS and SaaS, or is it a different?
Same way. That should be done by technical team. If it is entire instance, if you want to do only setup related cloning, we can do it. We will see in our classes.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
entire instance cloning means DBA should do. Only setup related cloning, yes, we can do. We have a concept called as configuration package. Configuration package. Okay, all the setups, the process will extract, it will create the file, will download the file from this one instance, and will upload the file in the other instance. Your setups would be ready in the targeted instance. Yeah.
So,
Next question.
my question is regarding the vision instance.
Yeah.
Is it something like which is already available to see how it will look and feel instead of setups and all in testing instance?
Correct. You will have one version of everything ready.
Oh, okay.
And-
Are we working on vision instance or testing one when we go through this
No,
classes?
here the point is one version would be available. That version you can ignore, and you can create the new version as a fresh instance. That we are going to do.
Oh.
We
Oh,
are not
okay.
going to depend on existing data. What we do in the fresh instances, you can name anything: testing, production, development. How these instances, how we deal with these instances, in the same way we are going to deal with this instance by ignoring the existing setups or data. That's it.
So we are going to make a separate thing out of what is available. Is that
Yes,
the thing?
exactly. We are going to ignore whatever Oracle is providing. In real-time
Okay.
project, what process we follow, that only we are going to adapt.
Okay. Then as a, I have another question, like as a consultant, our responsibility is to take the requirements from the customer and set up the thing for them. Is that the
Correct.
work
That's
we
it.
are going to do?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
These we will
Okay, thank
understand
you.
more detail level as we discussed in that 15 hours, session.
Okay.
You'll have a
Thank you
15
so
hours
much.
classes where you understand the complete life cycle of implementation. What is our job? What is a technical consultant job? How it works across Oracle, our consulting company, and consultant teams, etc.
Okay. That will happen after we use all these things, or
Correct,
then
correct.
it will be that 50.
After
Oh, okay.
learning the applications, after learning this
Uh-huh.
product, then that you have to understand.
Oh, okay. That is good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Lakshman, this is Raj. So as a consultant, let's say I'm working on the AP. So as per the requirement, I did setup and everything in test and instance. So after the setup and everything, am I going to do the test the same thing, or is it there's going to be separate testing team to do the my setup
Depending on the project
config?
size. Okay.
Okay.
So generally, if you take example of 10 projects, around 8 to 9, only you do it.
Okay.
Okay. If client is very big, they will have a separate teams also, configuration team, testing team, and they'll segregate. If client is very, very big, most of the projects as a consultant, we do everything.
Oh, okay. So after my testing is done, am I going to promote the code into prod? Is a
No,
technical
you'll
team?
understand. Here, don't try to understand the full cycle of how implementation takes place. So that you have to attend those 15 hours classes. There you'll understand. You will test it. Once it is working, you will present it to the client. Hey, this is how, see, this is how it works. You'll present. You'll ask them to test. They will test. They'll
Okay.
say, yeah, it's good. Or else if they have some doubt, they will ask you because you know end to end. Once they give the confirmation, then you will move to production. Again, everything you don't do one by one. There will be time schedules when you want to move to production. Accordingly, as per the plan, you will move everything to production. You don't move one by one. One by one, you complete, you test, you'll ask the client, you show to the client, you will present to the client has to see and the client has to accept, they have to sign off. Then we will make a note, okay, this client accept this, everything client accepted. Once everything is ready, once you get the approval from the client where they are happy with whatever you presented, whatever the product is facilitating, right, then we will move to the production. Yeah, that's a long story. You can see in those classes. Yeah. Now
Sure.
let's focus on the instances usage. Yes, the question what is asked relevant, but if any other questions out of the scope, that we will see later. Instance related questions you can ask now.
One more question, Lakshman. In terms of the configuration that you mentioned, so
Others, please go on mute, please. Vikas
Yeah.
and Shamir, etc. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please.
Yeah, Shashi this side. So, as part of the configuration on the Vision instance, will we be also be indulged in how to, taking the configuration sheets? Like, will that also be a part of this course coverage?
Yes. We will use that configuration sheets. We are going to use, see, very simple. We are going to replicate the step-by-step process, what we do in the real project.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
So don't take it as training, it has a limited scope. No. So it has to replicate. Then only when you are working in the project, you can utilize this learning. So it should not be like their direction is different here, the direction of learning is different, means doesn't make sense. Yeah, as it is, we are going to replicate.
Okay. Thank you, Lakshman.
Yeah. Next question, please, about instances. Any questions here, please?
So
Hello?
here
Lakshman.
you give access for 3 months, right, Lakshman, for our practice?
4 months you will get.
4 months. Oh.
Yeah, the duration is 2 months. We will complete within 2 months, maybe
Okay.
1 week here and there. Okay, so then you will get 2 more months access after this batch.
Oh.
So the doubt is here, Vision instance are taking Oracle partnership, they are giving training or learning to the end users, right?
End users not, consultants primarily, because they'll give the instance to the company who are into consulting, like Infosys, Wipro, IBM, TCS. So you don't find end users in these companies. These are the consulting companies. Okay.
Okay.
This instance for the purpose of testing and trainings for the consultants, not end users. So end users training and all, when you are working for any company client, we will have a test instance, right? That instance you can use. Client instance only you will use for client end users training purpose.
Suppose if I'm working in ABC company, the company is taken with an instance and that is
One
giving
second,
training
one
to the
second.
consultant.
That is my point. I explained. No company will take Vision instance.
Okay, okay,
Yeah. As a
okay,
client, you don't take Vision instance. As a client, you take the fresh instance.
okay,
See, in Vision instance, Vision data would be there. Your company is say XYZ. Doesn't make sense if you are going through Vision data. Company call as Vision. Your company is XYZ company. Why you want to use unknown company data? Right.
okay,
So that
okay.
is reason Vision instance not for the clients. Vision instance for consulting companies.
Okay.
Yes.
Lakshman, when you say like instance, you will migrate client data, right, in test instance. So once the implementation is done, so will the consultant do the migration of data for the production instance as well?
When we talk about test instance,
Mm-hmm.
we do the setups and we don't do the migration, data migration to test. Only for testing purpose, some limited data we do the migration, we test it, right?
Okay.
I will see client has 500 suppliers data. In the test instance, what I will do is I'll ask the client, hey, just give me 50 suppliers. I will
Okay.
load the suppliers into test instance, I'll test. To understand the data what they are giving, that has a proper format or they are missing the key data, whether the data what they are giving, we are able to load, to understand that for testing purpose. In the same way, say they have 10,000 AP unpaid invoices. So I will ask, just give me 1,000 invoices or 500 invoices. We'll take and we will load in the test instance, whether the data is proper or not, correct or not. I will load it. Okay, working. For such kind of testing, everything is testing. They are not going to bring everything into test instance, which is real data of the client. Once we test if things are working fine here, the complete data we will load into production.
So we are only loading the
We will load. It's a small task, a simple task. We will learn in our classes. In case
Okay.
of EBS, technical people used to load it, but in the Fusion, that they made it as a simple task. Being a functional consultant, we can load it. Yes, it's a functional task only. And again, it is pretty simple. Oracle is providing the templates. The templates will give to the client. They will fill those templates and will just, with the 2-3 clicks, will create one file, then load it. That's it. We will learn those.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next question.
Hi Lakshman. So as a consultant, we will be learning and we'll be having samples from the Vision instance, right?
We'll be learning by using Vision instance. Yes, true. What is your question?
Yeah, that's what my confusion. And whatever we learn, we do testing in test instance, right?
Correct. We will learn it when you are in the project. First, you will start with the test instance.
Okay.
However you learn, the same you will follow here for testing purpose. Once everything is done, the same you will replicate in the production instance.
Okay. And implementation should be done in like product instance only, right?
See, when you say implementation, as a part of implementation only, you'll be working on all these activities.
Okay.
But ultimately, what client need is this. Directly, we cannot give anything without testing. That is the reason we are testing here, and we are giving in the form of prod. That's it. It's all we call as implementation only. These are the implement. During the implementation, we are going to use these different instances for different purpose. Yeah. Ultimately, this is the targeted instance.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Next question, please. Okay, now, so I think we are good to start with instance that we will plan tomorrow. Okay. So till today, whatever we discussed, any questions from anyone, please. From tomorrow, we are going to start with the cloud instance. We'll see how to connect, how to create a user, understanding the cloud environment, which is pretty simple. So from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start working on instance. From your side also, you have to start practicing from tomorrow till today, like this, like the classes. Today is the 5th session. Till 5th session, we don't have any task, only understanding and writing and reading. From tomorrow, the additional task will be added, which is very important. Practicing on the instance. Okay. So practicing on the instance. So once we complete tomorrow session, along with video, you will get instance details also. We'll place the instance details in the Google Drive. And from there you can access as per class. Whatever you see in the class, accordingly you follow the process and use the instance. So that's how it works. So any questions from last 4 sessions, including today's session, or else about this program, or any generic questions which will help you, please ask.
Yeah, Lakshman, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so I wanted to know, like, as you mentioned in the course curriculum, like for the AR part, like, do we have to, will we learn Logbox also?
So Logbox we cannot execute here. Logbox we cannot execute. If you ask me to walk through, I can talk about it for your understanding.
Okay. And will we learn that?
No, we'll do one thing. We'll
Yeah.
do one thing. We'll share that curriculum today.
Okay.
Okay. I'll ask my team to share across. Just go through it. Then if you have any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, whether that is there or not, you are not very much sure. So I'll send the course curriculum today. We'll send across. Go through it. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Okay. And do we need to like, will we learning that how to do bank to bank, like H2H transactions, like if like some sending, like how the process is done, like from system to the bank transfer, like that?
Oh, that is you are calling as host to host integration.
Yes.
Yeah, that is not in the scope.
Okay.
If you want to see, just let me know. I'll just touch base.
Sure.
What setups we do and all.
My third question is that like whatever setups that you have mentioned in the course curriculum, like is it enough for us to execute and implement a project?
See, those are basic setups. Those are not enough. Again, based on the concepts, we have to do additional setups also. That also we will learn. Those
Okay.
are fundamental setups. See, we'll do the setups in AP and AR, for example.
Yeah.
After that, there will be one concept called as a netting concept. Netting concept require additional setups. There is a concept called as interest payment. Additional setups are required. Okay, there is a concept called a third party payments. To support that functionality, additional setups required. That's how it is. So you are going to learn everything. What I listed as a basic, very basic to start with that application. After starting that application, what game you want to play, accordingly, you have to do additional setups. For a few use cases, you no need to do the setups. The basic setups itself will support.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
how it is. We
Yeah.
are going to cover those additional setups also, which are required based on the use cases.
Okay. My last question. So like, how is like you mentioned there is one topic called FRS, financial reporting structure. So like, how is
Studio.
Sorry, yeah,
Financial reporting studio.
Studio, yeah. So how is it like going to help us, or how we learn this FRS thing?
In FRS, we will learn how to create financial report. Simple. You'll go to financial. You'll go to that FRS. There, you will be dragging and dropping all the expenses, and you will be giving the formula as a sum, and you will be dragging and dropping all the revenues. You will be summing, and revenue minus expense only net income, right? There you will give revenue minus expense, simple drag and drop, and then it automatically your income statement will be prepared.
Okay.
That we have to, we don't do that reality that client need. If client need means we have to tell them, right? We have to show them how they can prepare their income statement.
Okay.
So for that reason, we are learning and we are helping them.
Okay, got it. Got
That's
it.
yeah.
So we'll learn this thing, right, in this course also?
Yes, we are going to learn.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thanks. Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. And one point here. So we are done for today. If you want to, if you have some other works, priorities, you may drop, or else if it is okay, you can continue to learn from others' questions. From my side, I'm not going to discuss anything. Just I'll be available to answer to your questions. Yeah. Thank you all. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to start with the instance. Yeah. Now we can proceed with the questions.
Yeah, so Lakshman, are we going to cover the AGIS, Advanced Global Intercompany?
No, AGS is not in the scope.
Okay.
And I can cover like just how you can pass intercompany journals in the GL side. That we'll see. The AGS is complete module we are not touching.
Okay.
Sir,
But
good
can we
morning.
get some kind of document or anything like for AGIS? In
We'll
case
see
in
that.
between.
Yeah, we'll see if anything.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, good morning.
Yeah, please.
I'm Yaku from Nigeria.
Okay.
It's actually 4:30 in Nigeria. I've actually attended your training long ago, but I will need to have a private conversation with you after the meeting. So when is it possible to have this conversation, please?
Yeah, just talk to the team and they will arrange the call after this meeting.
Okay, I will arrange with Satish.
Yeah, talk to Satish then.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Sir, what is OIC?
We discussed in the yesterday's session, right? OIC stands for Oracle Integration Cloud. That is a environment that we call as a middleware platform. By using that OIC, please go on mute. You ask a question, some background noise, please. Yeah, let me explain. So OIC stands for Oracle Integration Cloud. Yesterday's session we discussed Oracle Integration Cloud. This we call as a middleware platform. This is a middleware platform. This can be used by technical consultants for the purpose of to create integrations, to connect our Fusion applications with any third-party applications, or to create the new pages or new applications. And there is other way of doing like process monitoring, etc. It's a technical piece, not functional. Got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Okay, Lakshmanji, so in terms of these two programs, what is the difference between the content? I can see there's a clear difference in terms of duration. So one is for 2 months and another one is for 6 months. So in terms of content, what is the difference?
You see all the points here. See, yes, one by one we'll see 2 months. Program 1 is 2 months. Program 2 is 6 months. Program 1, Monday to Saturday. This is 7 days we recommend, but you can come 6 days also. Here duration is every day 2 hours. Here you see the time 9 to 7. This is just mandatory hours, but many people are spending 12 hours and 10 hours per day. They'll be on the floor only. And here the learning, the duration, what you will be spending in the classes 100 plus hours. Here overall you will be spending 1500 hours. Okay, and other one is here in this program we have 4 phases. Out of 4 phases, you are learning in this program only first phase. Okay, this online what you are learning is phase 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 more phases are there which are very, very powerful.
Okay, so phase 2, 3, and 4, what exactly is covered as a part of that?
Say for example, in the program 1, you will learn as per this curriculum. See, this curriculum as per market. In the market, what here and there everybody is delivering, accordingly we design by keeping something extra. Say in this, you will learn say 100 concepts. Okay, 100 concepts you may learn. Overall, across all the finance applications, you may learn 100 concepts. Here also we learn 100 concepts. Phase 1. Phase 1, we learn here also 100 concepts. When you learn in online, that experience different. When you learn in this program, totally different. You will do lot of exercises on this. Many meetings we conduct. I'll conduct the review meeting. I'll ask everyone to give presentation in front of me. I'll be correcting the way many things. We'll have a Q&A sessions, different session. We will have a kind of rapid rounds. We'll ask one person to stand there. 20, 30 people will be asking back-to-back questions. The person should answer immediately without taking time. Even is answering, it is taking time, fail. Rapid rounds we call. We have a status calls. Every week as a team, they will have a status calls which they will attend through Zooms when they are not on the floor. And we'll have a kind of mock discussions, role play activities, many things we have. Let it be those. And in the phase 2, you will learn around 150 additional concepts, which are far advanced, clean sweep of Oracle Fusion Financials. Nothing is left. Even you go and talk to 10 years experienced person, that person doesn't know, but these guys know that. Phase 3, you will learn the complete documentation. When we are on the project, we create hell number of documents, pretty simple, but you should learn. All the documentations will be completed. And phase 4, interview preparation. Reality, the people who are in the 100% job guarantee program, interview preparation is not required. They can go and crack any interview. If they attend 100 interviews they can crack. That's what they build, the skill. Why I'm conducting interview preparation? Here what I will do is, I will take hundreds of questions from the floor only. The people will be attending interview. What are the questions interviewer asked? I will take all the questions from the floor. I will answer. How I will answer? How to answer elaborated way? I'll take one question. How to answer elaborated way? How to answer summarized way? How to answer synthesized manner? The 3 versions I will explain. How to be diplomatic, many things I will explain. The reason why I conduct this interview preparation in the 4th phase is to make you to understand how you have to present the data in the better way as well as required manner to learn that. Okay, to learn that. And again, there are many things. If you talk about integrations and all, integrations, etc., you will have a 20 hours classes on the integration related. Even the technical consultant, Oracle Fusion technical consultant also will take one session. What they do, how they do also. From my side, I'll be explaining functional front also. And if you talk about support related, so I am taking good amount of hours. Support, I'm taking around 40 to 50 hours. I think 40 hours around. 40 hours discussions I'm taking. I'm showing the systems, what tools we use, how the tickets will get, how we respond for which ticket, what is issue, what are the challenges we get in the project, how to resolve it, what are the legacy systems we use, what not. Everything which you can see with your eyes in the real time, what you can hear with your ears in the real time. Exercising everything. We do the role play also. We'll form one team as a client team. We'll form again in the client team, business team, IT team, and consultant team. How the interactions takes place. We'll be doing some role play activities. So everything we do, and that is the reason it will be quite busy for 6 months. If you ask me 6 months are enough full time, not enough. That is the reason we recommend to the people. So 6 months we say, but always you come 1 month buffer time. You will not find any time for other things, only learning. You will become very powerful. You can go and compete to 10 years experienced person.
Okay.
So interview preparation, your role plays, many things will do. So what you are learning is, one second, let me complete. I'll take your all the questions, don't mind. So what you are completing is first phase. Reality, in the first phase, I can say 50% only you are completing. Reason, when you are learning, You attend the class, you write, you practice. Nothing else you will do. That is not at all enough in case of consulting world. You have to speak, that need to be refined, that need to be polished, that need to be corrected, that need to be improved. The point of view you have to create. So that's how it is. Okay. So I can say through this program, you are learning 15 to 20%. That too, if you invest good amount of time. Otherwise, just nothing. But if you talk about this program, we are running this program to compete the current market what we have. Other institutes are teaching, we are teaching, we are setting the parameter next level. It is better than other institutes. It is not at all better than program 2. So program 2 is very, very powerful. You will become ultimate. That's it. Ultimate. You don't believe yourself after completing this program by looking at your capacity of cracking any interview or working on the project. Just I'm giving my copy of knowledge, skill, experience, everything. Clone. That's it. Now you can ask your questions.
So working professional, who do not have time, so they can definitely go for program 1. But what about, if I want to cover 150 concepts which you mentioned will be covered as a part of phase 2, and if I want to learn documentation as well, so in that scenario, how working professionals can go through phase 2 and phase 3 without spending much time?
We have Saturday and Sunday batch for working professionals. It's a
Okay, you have
mandatory. They
Saturday.
have to be on the floor Saturday and Sunday. And other days also, it is expected that you will be spending some time for your learning.
No, but if people are not people are from Delhi or other locations, they physically cannot come to that place where you are actually conducting these classes. So is there any virtual session as well?
We don't have any option for that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my question too. Will there be any chance to attend the program too through online?
No, we don't have that.
Oh, okay.
Fine. Any other questions, please?
Lakshman, I have a question.
And
So you
another
said
point
in
I'll tell
phase
you.
2.
I want to give one tip. See, it's not like from my side to do my business. I'm not doing it as a business. Okay. So here, say it is not possible for you, but you can make it possible for you. How? You are in the Delhi or you are in the other country, right? You cannot be part of this 100% job guarantee program, but you may have a people who are eligible to do this program. You deploy them in this program 2. They will learn, they will teach you. Few guys are already doing that. Okay. So they will be in this program. They learn everything. They'll teach you. They learn everything. They'll teach you. They learn everything. They'll teach you. Even it is not possible, you can make it possible. You from your side, okay, from friends who are available in Hyderabad, who are in India, who can travel to Hyderabad, who can be on the floor for 6 months. Find it is like helping to them and taking help from them, since there is no option where you can involve for this learning. That is the best option which we can see. And few people already started that practice. They joined other people, they are learning, these people are teaching to them. That's how they are learning, since they cannot be directly in this program. You think through, that's how you can take the benefit. Yeah, next
Then
question,
are you taking this program too throughout the year or just one
throughout
time?
the year, all the time. All the time. Anytime a candidate can join in this, today or tomorrow or any day.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Lakshman, on the same note, how many sessions do you conduct on the program 1 and on this online sessions in a year?
Here we discussed, right? See, you can see the data here. Okay. 100 hours you can expect.
No. So this is like a total duration of the program 1, right? So I'm asking how many times of the year this program 1 has been conducted by you in a year is what I'm asking.
How many sessions?
No, how many times the program 1?
Program 1. Okay, got you. The frequency you are asking.
The frequency, right?
Yeah.
Sorry for the word. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. In past, we used to run this program 1 like every month or every 2 months. After starting this program 2, we stopped it. Okay. 1 year ago, we had last batch. Now this is a batch this year. Next batch would be next year. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, we are not focusing on program 1 because the program 1 will not bring wonderful results, but it can bring some knowledge. At least few guys who don't have option, at least they can learn that. Okay, by learning this program 1, they cannot enjoy their job. They can learn. They may struggle to get the job and somehow, but working people, etc., that's a different story. At least they can learn something. So everybody is doing, we are doing in the market. I don't love the program 1. That is the reason we stopped and I started this. Let me give everything to the people who are interested. That's how everything we are giving. Nothing we are holding with us. Nothing we are holding. So after completing program 2, you can start institute also. That would be equal to me. It will become powerful.
Since how long is this program to running? If I may ask.
Yeah, this we started 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay.
2 years ago.
Hey, Lakshman, I have a question. So let's talk only about phase 1. Program 1, program 2, is there any difference in terms of delivering phase 1?
Yes, the difference is the same concept. I'll tell you. Now today the program, whatever I'm running, compared to my previous classes, what I took, it little advanced, I made it like that. The reason the same sessions are used by program 2 people as a phase 1. And what you cannot do being in the program 1 in the phase 1 and what these people will do. See, I already mentioned, you attend the class, you practice, you read, that's it. But the same phase 1 who are in the program 2, the people will exercise more. They will give the presentations, they involve in the meetings for discussions, and they will have a rapid rounds, they will have a mock rounds. I'll be sitting with them, I'll be correcting, I'll be telling how that storytelling they have to build, how they have to build the muscle of storytelling, many things. I'll be asking them to give presentation in front of me. I'll ask them to create the PPTs, how we present the CRPs to the client. I'll give the agenda, how to prepare the CRP to the client. And I'll ask them to give the CRP, conduct the CRP on few items in front of 20-30 people in the conference room. And these people will be asking the questions, how they have to answer, how they have to say, many things. The entire game I will teach them. So that's how it is going to be different, even phase 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's powerful, that's all. Any other questions, please?
How much does program 2 cost compared to program 1?
Talk to the team.
Okay. And then another quick question regarding instances. Have you in the past where the instance fails, and then what happens to the data that you are working on?
See, whatever the instances we provide, it's how those are available, we can use it. Okay. So we discussed the point, the availability of instances all depending on how Oracle is facilitating. We are not creating anything, nothing is in our control. Based on their availability, we can use. Sometimes if instance is not available, our task should be like reading whatever the content we have. Otherwise, again, if required, you may play one video and you can go through it. So that's only the arrangement. So with respect to an instance, we cannot give any commitment saying that this instance will end up and running 1 week, 10 days, 1 month. No. If it is working, we'll use it. If it is not working, we will look for other instance, or else we may wait for the same instance to up and running. And I'll be giving different approaches, how to deal with instance, how to save your time. That I will explain. Okay, that I will explain. Accordingly, we have to travel with instances. Yes, with instances, you'll have a challenge when you are learning, but when you are working, no challenge. Those will be up and running. The client instances, what you are going to use, those are always up and running. But the training purpose, whatever the Oracle is providing instances, those are designed for training. Once good amount of data is generated by people who are practicing on this instance, they'll refresh, they'll remove the sample data, what we generated, not what Oracle is giving. What Oracle is giving sample data, they'll keep as it is. What sample data we are generating for our practice, they will remove it. So this is how the game would be. So we have to accept and we have to proceed with that, but that will give you the opportunity to practice. I'll tell you, once we start working on the instance, I'll tell you different strategies. You can adapt to one and you can play based on your time availability or amount of time what you can invest. Whether you are available in the weekdays or weekends, accordingly, we can make a plan that will help you. Yeah, next question, please.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks. It's not just 150. It is, you can treat it as a 200 also plus. And again here, multiple working people also, they'll give the KTs, the people who got the job on the floor, they are working. We invite them to share their experience. We'll ask them to give the KT, knowledge transfer about their project, what they are doing, how they are doing, what is their experience. Are they facing any challenges when they are working after completing this program? So many things are happening on the floor.
Thank you. Sir, will you be providing any kind of whatever you said, like a documentation or concepts or those kind of
You
things?
are in the
Any little
program
bit
one,
in this one?
you will get accordingly.
Okay.
So when
At
you
least
talk
a little
about,
bit
yeah, sorry, please.
of the second program.
Sorry.
Do we get anything like a little bit from program 2?
Even I don't get anything from program 2. How you
okay.
can get?
Okay.
Yeah.
So in program 2, is everyone getting a job?
100%. 100%. Everybody is getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One guy made 15 offers. Became crazy. And they are getting 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 30 plus. The people who are getting these 30 lakhs, they were working with nothing. There are a few guys who are not working also. So that's how it is. Everybody. If somebody is in the program 1, if they are not coming every day, if they are not following the process, still they will get, but they struggle. But who are in the program, who are following the process, who are regular, who are spending good amount of time, they are becoming powerful.
So Lakshman, what's your advice? Somebody I already mentioned that, the guys were not unable to join the program. If you want to also, we're not able to join because of some, whatever the work constraints, location constraints. I know you mentioned one scenario. If not that scenario, what are the other options you think, your advice for us with this training plus, what are the kind of things we can do, so that we can crack the interviews?
One option is you should be part of the program too. If not possible, keep somebody in this program, learn from them. If you are looking for third option, as of now, I don't see anything. And other one, if you can be available in Hyderabad, at least plan for Saturday, Sunday. These are the 3 options. You be in this program full time, if possible, okay, not possible. You be in this program, at least weekend batch kind of thing. But still, Saturday, Sunday is not enough. Other days also, you have to invest some amount of time. Third option is, these 2 doesn't work for you. Third option is, you put somebody from your side, they will learn, they will teach you, because definitely they can teach you, because that level they'll scale up. So they will teach you. That's how you can learn. 3 options doesn't work. I don't see any 4th option.
Is there any reason why you don't want to run the program 2 online? Like if somebody want to join,
Okay. Let me,
some people like
no,
for me,
let me open the secret, since you just why to make you to ask many times. If I'm running, people will record everything they're selling. I have to close here. That's it. That's it. Now, these videos also everybody is selling, but I'm not stopping anyone. Let people learn. Okay, at least I need little meat for my life, right?
Okay.
That is the reason I'm not running. Otherwise, we can run it. We can run it. Everything people are recording, they are selling at 1,000 rupees. Free for them, right?
But you can, like, people are from outside the country, like for instance, I'm from Canada.
No,
You know, I don't
there are
have
many things,
to.
but just I'm telling the fact why I'm not running. And again, even if I run also, if you are on the floor, that experience you don't get, but at least you'll get good experience, but not equal to floor experience. Still we can run. Only the reason why we are not running is everything will become copied, and that's it. Yeah. Any other questions, please? Right. So seems to know, yeah.
In program 2, what is the numbers in the batch?
Numbers we could see like 20 members, 25 members, 15 members every month. I'm telling monthly strength, each batch. Every month we have one batch. Okay.
Okay.
Now we
Thank
have
you
more
so
than
much.
100 people on the floor. We have more than 100 people on the floor now. You can come, you can talk to them directly. You don't need to talk to us. You talk to them how the program is, how they are learning. You talk to them and take decision. It is not like you come to us, we will tell stories, you will listen, you will believe, you join, you go mad. No, not required. Talk to multiple people. Randomly you can go to, we will allow you to the floor. Talk to
So
any.
we have an option to come and visit there, and we
Yes,
have a
yes,
booking.
you can talk to them. You can come and visit anytime. You keep in touch with our team. We have more than 100 people on the floor now who are in this 100% job guarantee program.
Okay.
Yeah, come and talk to anybody. You pick randomly. Talk to
Yeah,
them.
sure.
Okay, we are not training them how to talk to you guys. Okay, it's a very, very honest, just feedback you will get from them. You talk to anybody.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, any other questions? If no questions, we can wind up for today. You can expect within 30 minutes, you'll get drive access to the guys who already paid. And from tomorrow, we are going to kickstart with instance, the cloud environment. The same access also will get after tomorrow's session. No questions? Any questions, please?
Lakshman, I spoke to Satish. Maybe I don't know if he has conveyed to you. I will be in touch. I'll connect with you after this call.
Yeah, sure. Keep in touch with him. You will connect. Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, sure. Any other questions, please? Okay, great. Seems no questions. Then that's all for today. We'll connect tomorrow same time. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you. Hey, Lakshman, how do I connect with you? Can I ask Satish to share your number or something like that? I need to talk to you.
Yes. Talk to Satish. He will connect.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye all. See you.
Yeah, fine. Okay, you can just drop from the meeting. I'll just close this room.